Hello, Enan, and welcome to this
Hi.
episode. Hi,
Hi. Thanks for having me.
very nice to see you in this podcast. Finally, I know that you are a prolific author. You have several packages, and I think it's gonna be a great episode today, talking about you, your contribution to community, as well as one of your packages, which we're gonna pair program together today. So, and that's going to be PhotoView. But before we start, stage is yours. Just introduce yourself, who you are.
Ha. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to be talking to you. I have seen your contributions to the community with Flutter Vikings and everything on Twitter. So I'm really thrilled to be here and to be talking to you. This is a unique experience for me. About myself, I like Flutter. I love Flutter since 2017, and since then I have been working on some stuff, and most of this stuff uh, I have made as open source, or also helped to improve existing open source projects. So uh, there is this. I guess it's a collective for open source, which we call Blue Fire Team. We decided to call Blue Fire Team because it's basically the team that maintains some packages. The biggest for sure is Flame, the game engine, the game engine for Flutter, and we also have several packages around Flame, and some of them not connected to Flame at all. It's just something we do. So one of these packages that we have is PhotoView, which is a simple package to show image in a gallery-like fashion. So it's basically you can zoom and you can drag and you can switch between images just with simple user gestures, basically. And I also work for Rose, which is a company that's building the next generation of spreadsheets, and we are making a desktop app using Flutter for that. So we are making like it's an Excel killer using entirely Flutter. It's been really really awesome.
All right, this is amazing. You talked about Flame. I think Flame is on fire these days, and it's great that you are one of the contributors. You should promise me to come back to this show again and let's pair program with Flame and build something together. I have not done anything
Yes,
with Flame yet, and I would be happy to be like pair programming with you and do something and learn Flame, and that's gonna be awesome. You promise me right
yes.
now in the camera.
I promise you, and perhaps we can even get some of the other contributors and make this a team programming
Wow,
or something like that.
this is
Because there
absolutely a
is
fantastic idea.
yes, there's so many things we can do with Flame. It's like just not just games. You can have like a sprite animation. You can use Flame for that for any kind of app, and you can and since Flame, just like PhotoView and most things on Flutter, it's just a widget. So you can have several games in the screen
Cool,
at the same
cool.
time. I don't know, several possibilities.
That's cool. That's cool. Let's not talk about it right now. So let's keep it
Yes,
as high as possible. Let's do it next time in another episode and do something. So yeah, stay tuned for everyone
yes,
who is watching us right now or listening to us. So we will come back with Flame and Henan to pair program and build something, maybe a game. Who knows? We will build something. But
yes, absolutely.
one of your packages is Photo View. It's pretty actually popular as well. It has like over 1,000 likes and it's
Yes.
pretty much used everywhere. So let me actually put up the website here. So this is the repository. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions here, and you can explain more about your package. Uh, first of
Okay.
all,
Yes.
um, first of all, okay, the package name is pretty much uh, everyone can see
It's
that.
not very. It's not very creative.
Well, it's
Photo view.
actually
That's it.
self-descriptive, right? That's important.
Yes.
But one question here:
Yes.
have you done this package yourself, like by yourself alone, or do you have like a team of working on that? How does that work?
Okay, it's on Bluefire team, so it's under this umbrella of this collective. But in general, I am the responsible for the package. It was created by me, and it was actually in my name until we created the Bluefire team like some weeks ago. So if you see on contributors, we have awesome open source contributors from everywhere, but regularly it have been a lonely journey right there. But it's been really really great to keep this package. And about the number of likes, it's pretty crazy because I didn't do much about media and blog posts about PhotoView. I just published it. I put on Solido's Flutter Awesome, and also I went to Flutter London and presented there, and that was it. And if you search for the usage of PhotoView in PubSpecs on all GitHub open source projects, there are thousands of open source projects using that, and there's also some packages that are using PhotoView, like the stream. The get Do you know GetStream from Mesh,
Actually,
a
this was
company?
our two previous, one of our episode in Flutter Stream. We pair programmed with Nash and we implemented a chat from a stream. So yeah, definitely. Everyone knows Nash
Yes.
and get a stream.
Yes, absolutely. So they use PhotoView as well, and when I saw that, I was really, really, really thrilled, and it's really grateful to know that something you wrote, something you created, is somehow being used by several people around the world. This is just mind blowing, you know.
Absolutely. If we just take a look at the pop page of this package, you see that it has like first of all, great work. It's like it has great points. You just cover maximum points, and popularity is quite
Yes.
high, and everyone likes it. So this seems like it's a great package, and probably it's one of the best when it comes to its functionality. But can you explain us actually for those who never have heard about this package before? What does this package do actually? What can we expect from
Okay.
it?
You can expect a better way to show and to showcase images, not only images but actually any kind of widget. And when you have widgets like a gallery photo or even an e-commerce page with the gallery details where you can see the details of the image of a product, uh, for all of these scenarios you have photo view. So it's basically you can open an image, zoom in, let the user to zoom in any part of the image, and there's a huge amount of API that can allow you to control this widget. So it's not a sealed widget where you put the image and there's the gestures and that's it. You can customize a lot of it without even having to fork the project.
Okay. Well, you're talking a lot about your package and you make me more curious. Let's go to our
Yes,
pair programming sessions, right? So let me explain to
nice.
you what we have and what we're going to build together. So I already have built a Flutter application, which is very famous. I use it in many of my courses, in my videos, and that's MJ Coffee app. It has several screens.
Yes.
You can go to each page, go to the ordering page, add to basket, support chat, profile, and etc. and
Mm-hmm.
etc. And perhaps
Mm.
one thing that we can do today together is to add a gallery photo, which we will upload later, or let's say coffee shop photos for our customer to check. And I think
Yes, yes, that would be great.
this is a perfect choice or perfect scenario for using your plugin, isn't it?
Absolutely,
All right.
absolutely.
So we're not gonna actually upload several probably page pictures and stuff like that. But then let's see how much of the functionality, the most important one, the most used one, and the most maybe functionality that you are proud of doing that, no, like implementing that. Maybe
Ooh.
just talking about all of this stuff. But stop talking. Let's
Oh God,
actually
yes.
jump into the editor. So you now have full
Hmm.
access to my editor, to my app, and
Great.
here is our main app. So yes, everyone can see that you are also in my application. But all right, I have not used your, actually, to be honest, your package yet. And here is the reason you are here. So I'm gonna learn today how I can use your package. Can you
Great.
now
Great.
guide me, like how I can move forward and implement a gallery right now? So let's actually do that together.
Okay.
I assume that the
Great.
first thing that
Yes.
we should do is we need to add your package to PubSpec YAML file. Right. So
Yes.
let me actually quickly do that. All right. So it's going to be one of our dependencies, perhaps here, and that's going to be uh, photo. Well, there is one thing here is that, first of all, in the latest Dart and Flutter update, you know that we have a new command for adding packages via VS Code command palette. There used to be another command palette from a great GDE, one of our friends who created PubSpec Assist, but now it's integrated to the package. But I still have the PubSpec Assist. Let's actually add your package via that. Flutter. Oh,
Nice.
okay. Is it Photo View, right? So I'm gonna actually
Yeah.
add it,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and I see that it's now added here, and it seems like it's not even version 1. So are you still like consider
Yes.
this a beta or unstable APIs? So how does that work?
Yes, we. I'm still figuring out how we should do some stuff, mostly regarding photo view gallery, which is the relationship of several photo view widgets in a page view like widget. So you can swipe between widgets, and we still have some issues regarding that, and some very very weird issues. Like you can only reproduce on Samsung phones that are built after 2020, for example. We have an issue for that. That the photo view, the page view widget messes up with the gesture detector inside page view. So I create a custom recognizes a custom gesture recognizer for that, but it solved the problem in most cases, in most scenarios. But we still have problems in these very specific devices. And this is even a plugin. It's just a widget. So it comes down also to the very core of the Flutter's gesture mechanism, basically.
All right.
So that's why it's still not 1.0 yet. So I'm not secure about going 1.0 yet, but it's pretty stable overall. We didn't have recently much breaking changes, just some regarding minor things that came from Flutter 2.5, which is a breaking change regarding the image provider that we use in the API. We will see in a second. So that's why it's open 0.12 yet, but I hope to go for 1.0 soon.
Okay.
Great.
All right, cool. Thanks for explanation. So let's move on. Now I added the package version. As of now, we are recording. It's version 0.12. So let's move on and see what we can do. So to make it simpler, and I don't want to navigate to these different pages, and implement these galleries. So instead of that, I'm gonna replace
Yes.
my home page with a new page, which I'm gonna create right now. Let's say I'm gonna create
Okay.
a screen called gallery, like gallery.dart, and let's say that is
Amazing.
just only a gallery, a screen which extends state. Should it be stateless or stateful?
Whatever.
Whatever. I
Whatever
will
right
gonna
now.
go with the stateless for now. And
Okay.
let's do that. And for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just return a simple scaffold, which is going to only have a body that is going to be a container. And that's the only thing we're going to do, right? All right, and that's the page I just created. Let's format it, and then I'm going to go back to my main.dart, and I will replace my main home screen with this screen. So, all right, good. So now if I refresh, hopefully I will see nothing. That's expected, right? Okay, let's get it started from here.
Yes.
Let's move on to the gallery and then continue doing that. Tell me, what should I do?
Okay.
I'm going to build a gallery. I'm going to show some pictures.
Okay.
How do you approach your plugin when you want to start implementing that?
Okay. First of all, it's a plugin for showing images. We need an image.
Yeah,
do we have an image or something like that?
Well, absolutely.
In the assets or something?
All right. So, okay. What I can do, I can actually copy a couple of pictures here. I actually copied 3 pictures here. Let's say I want to add these 3 pictures to my gallery. We can add more if we want later, but let's stick on that. So now we have 3. I think we need to, first of all, make sure that the assets are loading. Yeah, I already have them here. So I think it should be loaded automatically from the assets folder, from the pupspec.yaml file. That's fine.
Yes.
So I'm going to actually restart to make sure that, everything is working and the pictures are bundled and stuff like that. All right.
Okay, yes. I think we can be interactive and also start just by adding a normal image widget in this container showing one of the images.
Let's do that. We can do like,
and then we can,
image from assets.
Yes.
Do you mean this?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly that.
Well, I think I need to, let's actually create a safe area. I think that's a good idea. And then let's actually also add an app bar, which is going to just, well, it's empty, but let's just keep it. And let's have a container, not a container, maybe a column to show 3 pictures, right? Probably what we can do, right? And then I have the loading images, 2 and 3. All right, so now we have images. I think the problem is that I need to add also this to my images. So yeah, here we go. Well, the overflow is expected, right? So I don't think we care at the moment, but it's expected. Okay, good. So here's
let's stick with one image.
Yep, let's do
that. Let's stick with one image right now.
Here we go.
And then we can go for the gallery mode afterwards.
Sure.
Great. We have an image. Amazing. It's there. And you can make it zoomable if you want to, just by creating a photo view widget. So basically, instead of this whole column thing, you can put just a photo view.
Okay. So you mean that I can actually comment this?
Yes, as a child of safe area.
And then I can go with photo view.
Photo view.
That's it?
Yes.
It's like a class or constructor?
Yeah, it's just a widget.
Okay, that's a widget.
So
okay.
That's everything.
I need to add an argument which is required, which is image provider.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So image provider, we have an image provider for each kind of way you can add an image to Flutter. So for assets, we have asset image. For network, we have network image. And you have plenty of them. You have also memory image and stuff like that. So for this, for our case, is asset image. Can I type?
Yes.
Take on
yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we have asset image. I guess that's it. And for asset image, the first option we have is this one. So basically, we have our photo view running, and that's it. You have a photo view on your screen. So if you go to the and you can double tap right now. So double tapping.
Aha.
Is it working?
Oh, it's cool.
Double tap again. Oh, yes. And this was a bigger image, you could have a zoom effect
Yeah.
just by double tapping.
It's
And I
like
think
do,
it's more. It's
sorry, go ahead.
sorry. Yes, if you were on a physical device, we could easily replicate the pinch gesture that you
Okay,
can
that
zoom
was
in,
my
zoom out
question.
any
That when you
image.
say zoomable, you mean pinch, so I can just pinch in and out, right? Oh, that's
Yes, yes,
cool.
absolutely.
Is it like that easy?
So yes, it's that easy. So this is everything you need to show a zoomable image,
All
but
right.
you can customize everything. So if you command click on the construction on photo view, you will see plenty of options we have.
Yeah, definitely. So we have okay. So
If you command click, I guess it's better.
I would okay. Let's go inside. Actually, I would. Wow,
Okay.
it's actually a lot of parameters.
Yeah, I
Let's
guess
keep them.
I guess I can't see on the stream, but yeah. Okay, yeah, I can see now. Yes, we have a lot of options we have,
That's
and we
cool.
could go each by each. But I guess the easiest one is I think the easiest one we have right now is background decoration, which is pretty easy. Do you guess what that is?
Yeah.
Background
Well.
decoration.
Yeah. Probably changing the background, right? So it's sorry.
Yes, you are right.
Yes.
it's a it's a
Well,
it's a pretty
I have
easy
a
one, and
question here. Hang on. I have a question here.
yes,
So
yes,
when you implemented this package, can we consider this as a package or a plugin? Let's say, the difference is
it's a
that
package.
it's a package. So it's like
Definitely a package.
fully written in Dart. Like there is no native API involved.
Yep,
That's fantastic.
nothing, everything on top of Flutter. And I try to avoid going deep on raw things for Flutter even. So in the beginning I used a raw image instead of image because internally on Flutter on PhotoView we manage also the loading effect. So while the image is loading, you can show any kind of widget there, and we don't. The idea is to not let while the image is being loaded
Yeah.
that the pinch gesture should be enabled because for even the zoom effects to work, we need to know the width and height of the image that we only know after it's loaded.
Yeah.
So that's why we solve the loading effects before showing the image even. So the idea was to make something that's easily applicable to any kind of app
Yeah.
without much setup, without requiring the person to use the latest version of Flutter, for example,
Yeah.
on a stable or something like that. So that's why I moved from raw image to image because I ended up messing with a lot of stuff. So I try to go far away from the platform and also far away from the raw things in Flutter. But it's not always possible. For example, the gesture thing I just explained to you is something that we had to go pretty raw on Flutter.
Yeah.
We are fighting in the gesture arena actively, and in some cases, in some very special scenarios, we are losing the gesture arena. So that's why
Yeah.
we have this issue. But that's why I wanted to go far away from the raw things
All right.
on Flutter because I want this to be an easy thing and not a thing for the package user to worry about
Hmm.
a lot. You know.
Well, in fact, I think
So yeah,
by going this way, this path, you also made another great choice. Is that because your package will gonna work on all platforms as long as Flutter runs, right?
yes,
So
yes,
that's great,
yes.
very good. So all right, let's move on to this. Some of this, I don't think we can cover all of this. This is quite a lot. I think people can. Do you have a documentation, by the way, so they can just go and read upon it?
Yes, I have documentation in the README. There's also some examples and some brief explanation, but the huge part of the documentation is on Dart docs. So
Okay.
if you scroll a little bit in the beginning of this constructor thing, you will see a little bit of the dark dots. So we have lots of dark dots in everything that's public. In every part of the public API, we have documentation.
That's cool.
So we also have an example app in the repository, which have some of the most used cases showcased there. There's also there's something that everybody asks for, which is the drag down to dismiss the widget. So this is possible if you combine with some of the materials features we have. So like if you combine with a bottom sheet, for example, you will have the scroll down
Yeah.
to dismiss the kind of behavior.
All right.
So this is also a good thing about PhotoView because you can
Yeah.
combine with
Okay.
the Flutter ecosystem, basically.
Now a few practical questions. So let's get back to the implementation.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
well, I think we can change the background. That's great. And I see a couple of other things here, which I can assume what they are, but I want to ask is that, for example, tight mode and filter quality. We will get back to those. But before that,
Oh, yeah.
so why this right now? It's fooling my whole page or whole screen. So why doesn't just fit the picture size?
Because this by default is using the constraint of expand, the box constraint expand. So since in most cases you want to show an image in the biggest scenario possible, you can you will use by default the constraints of expand. But you can wrap this on a sized box, for example, on a
Okay.
container with a size.
Okay, let's stop here then. Let's
no
actually do that. Let's actually do that because I think in many use cases you're not gonna actually leave your screen and takes. I mean, the photo view takes up the whole screen, right? So you want to actually have some kind of size. So you mean that if I
Yes.
come back here, actually let me remove my comments here, make it a little bit cleaner.
Yes.
If I come back now here, you mean that if I just
Yes.
go here and wrap this with maybe a size box
Yes.
and give them a height per se, right? Whatever, 300.
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna fit it. But
Yes.
is there any is there any way that I, instead of hard coding this like number, just maybe the photo view automatically adjusts itself to the container or parent container, whatever it is, and that's usually a size of the picture, right? Well, I can get the size of the picture.
Okay.
That's okay. But I mean, I wanted, instead of to
Yes.
being this number hard coded, like something something automatically happening, like per different screens. I don't want to adjust it in each different screens. I just want to get it automatically somehow.
Yes. Okay. Yes. You can use, for example, something, anything in Flutter, you would have an automatic layout.
Yeah.
Basically. So if you have something of a column, you could have an expanded with other widgets combined.
Absolutely.
And put photo view inside the expanded. I would not put photo view directly under columns and rows and flexibles because the constraints is expand.
Yeah.
So if you use an expanded widget on inside of this one, you will have a constraint error.
Okay.
So I would combine this. You can use an expanded inside a column, for example, with other widgets occupying the rest of the screen, the remaining space of the screen. Something that's also I think it's good to take notice is you need to, if you are using this in a limited space of the screen and you don't want to show your image overflowing the widget, you can wrap it on a clip rect.
Yeah, sure.
So
definitely.
if you wrap the widget on a clip rect, you can.
Yeah, sure. Good. I think we got the what you mean, and that's correct. So I actually implemented quickly when you were speaking about like the expanded. I just quickly to demonstrated how it can be possible. This is how we can do it. But so definitely, if we add more widget in the column, then probably it will shrink it down, and then the picture will come up and take the space over there.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's good. And we actually talked about three different possibilities. So I'm gonna go with this, let's say, expanded for now, which is probably very common. So we're gonna have usually a layout of with columns, stuff like that. But now,
Yes.
what else I can do to this photo? Well, first of all, you get the background decoration, right? And I can
Yeah. So it's a
guess
box
as a
decoration.
box decoration. So it's simple, right? So we're gonna have a box decoration
Yes.
and probably whatever. Can I use anything like even gradient?
Yeah. You can even use an image
Yeah,
if
sure.
this is a good thing for you.
Okay, but then I can go with at least colors and let's go with. All right, this is how we can change it. That's cool. So that's one
Yes.
thing. I also have seen a couple of other things here. One of the things that I actually caught my eye was tight mode. So
Ooh,
and the,
yes.
uh, this what is this?
This is a special case for when we are combining it with scrollables or special
Aha,
widgets in material, like button sheet, for example.
aha, aha.
So this is more like when you are combining this on a thing that requires that the widgets be more aware of how it works. It's not. I think this should be renamed. That's why it's not still 1.0, because I'm not totally happy with this name, because tight mode can imply that this would use, instead of box constraints expand, to be box constraint tight. So
Yeah,
it's
actually,
not. It's not
that
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 the
was my
case.
first assumption. So that was my first
Yes.
assumption. So okay, so it's not related to. That's
Yes.
good. So okay, and another one I think was filter quality, and
Ooh,
that's
yes.
also something that I caught my eye. What is this filter quality? It says high. Oh, you work on the resolution of
This is
the.
from the image.
Ah, okay.
Yes, this is from. If you see the image widgets, you have this option as well. So this is just a forward for that widget
I
inside
see. You
internally.
okay? Okay.
On PhotoView, we use the image. So people want to use have the entire control of this widget as it would have on using an image widget directly. So that's why we have that
Okay. Cool.
basically.
Cool. Well, one question here. The loading
Yes,
builder in the constructor in
yes,
the widget actually is not required, and that means you already have a like kind of like a default loading, right?
yes. It's the
Okay, that's good.
spinning loader.
All right.
Basically
So
this is more useful when you have something coming from the network, or when you have a huge asset where you need some time to load that. So basically in the loading state, we don't let the user to zoom in, basically.
uh-huh.
Just you just have this widget that you specify in loading builder, centralizing the screen, uh, and then when you have after loading, then the user will have
I
the
see.
ability to do the gestures. Uh, can I change this image? I guess just to showcase the different kind of sources we
Yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
Can I assume here that
Go ahead. Go ahead.
great? So we can have the network image one, this here, and I'm changing for this URL that comes directly from Splash,
Yep.
and we can specify keywords. So this is a Kofi app. So let's put images from Kofi and
Yep.
take a very big size here.
I think
Is
there
this
is
okay?
some. Yeah,
Yes.
here you go.
I,
Here you go.
I messed up my passing,
Let me actually add a
and that should
comma
work.
here. All right. All right, cool. Let me actually ask you a few other questions. So I see we have a lot of properties and parameters here. I see by
Yes,
default you disabled the enable rotation. And rotation, I think when we like touch and we can
yes,
rotate the picture, right? Why did you disable it?
absolutely. I did disable it because I didn't see this as a default behavior on the gallery view apps,
I
basically.
see.
So most gallery apps I have or I have used in my life doesn't have this enabled by default, and this is usually done when you are trying to edit an image.
I see.
So basically, that's why.
Okay.
But if you enable it, the gesture will be available there.
Okay.
And this is a great segue because enable rotation is usually made when you need access to the actual angle in which the image has been rotated by the
Yeah,
user,
sure,
right?
sure.
So how can the user have an access of an image of an information like that? So we have an API for controllability. So we have the controllers basically. So if you search in this huge amount of things here,
Yeah, here is.
there you will see two controllers. I guess on line 244 and 245, the controller and the scale stage controller, which is a little bit different one. But this is a kind of a class that you can instantiate in your stateful widget
Hmm.
in your state and dispose in the dispose of the state and pass it to the photo view widget that we are controlling. And basically, when you have an instance of a photo view controller, you can listen for changes in the inside the internal state of the of photo view, basically.
Okay,
So from there, you can have access to informations like how is the scale factor of the image right now, and how much of this is being rotated, for example,
I
in
see.
regions.
I see.
So from that you can listen and also change programmatically the state. So
Okay,
I have an example on the example app where we have sliders. When changing the slider, you can rotate an image,
I see.
for example. So if we want to do that, I think we could do it right now. I don't know.
Well, that's cool, but I think it's. I think we have one more thing to do before doing that, and that's more important because
Yes.
this. Well, the
Okay.
controller stuff might be kind of like a rare cases usually, right? But having
Yes.
all the pictures right now in a photo gallery and swapping them, it's much
Oh,
more common, isn't it?
yes.
Let's actually go and do that. So,
Absolutely. So,
this is my editor. This
yes.
is you. Just turn this to a photo gallery.
Ooh, so we have three images, right? So this will require you uh, a different kind of widget. So it's not photo view anymore. It's photo view gallery.
I see.
So for that, we have to import. It's not photo view anymore. Photo view.dart. It's photo view. I guess it's gallery. I don't remember.
It's okay.
I don't have autocomplete here
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
import
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I should do that for you. Here you go. Yeah, that's correct actually. And
Okay.
I think it's has a factory,
Good.
right? It's a builder, right?
Yes, it's just this is just a page view. It's just a fancy page view that you
Okay.
control. You control this kind of option. So I'm gonna do this photo view gallery builder. Oh, the absence of autocomplete is really really bad.
Well, like
Can
let,
you
let
move
me let
your
me let me do that.
cursor a little
You
bit?
actually you tell me. I'll do that. So I think that's faster, and I can also learn.
Yes,
Uh, first.
amazing. So
So now I have a.
photo view
Actually,
builder.
let me delete that. I have a builder here, which is great.
Yes.
So then, what should I
Okay,
do? So
it's just
probably,
like list view builder.
okay. So it's probably I have a builder, right? Okay, and that's gonna be a
Yes,
callback, right? With
yes, it's a callback, and it's actually a photo. It's a custom signature, so it's basically a context and an index.
all right. It's similar to like a
That's it.
list view. Okay,
Yes,
and then it's gonna return.
and besides that, from that you don't return a widget. You return a photo view gallery options, basically.
Aha. Okay, photo view gallery
Photo.
page options. Aha. And then
Yes,
here I will actually provide my image, which is like this asset image we just added, right? I
yes,
assume.
yes, and then we can pass the index as the image name. That it was very very fortunate for you to create an image 1, 2, 3.
Let me format this.
The index, I think you
Let's
have to
imagine that
do.
I have like probably a gallery list or something. Like there will be like a list of
Yes,
images. Okay. So
yes,
then, in fact, I can say like images. Let's say for now, and then that's gonna be an index. Actually, I need to define my index. It's
Yes.
probably somewhere here.
Yes. Can I do something for you here?
Yeah, yeah, just
That
go
would
ahead.
simplify things a lot. Yes, we can do this. Assets,
Ah,
and then
well, yeah, but not
index.
all images have 1, 2, 3 as a name, right? So I just wanted to do it in different.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
for sure.
it's just the fortunate way, but we can do for images. We can keep
Yeah,
creating the
sure.
list there,
I mean,
and we go
normally
back to
images
images
they
here.
don't have 1, 2, 3, or their names are different. But that's cool. That's okay.
Yes, and whilst you are creating the list here, we also have item count for not going infinite. You can go infinite if you want,
Well,
but
we
this
already
length,
know the
basically
links.
that.
Sorry, we already know the lengths of the array, right?
Yes, yes.
Here.
So that's why we have this scenario. But if you want to go full screen, full infinity scrolling, it's possible as well.
Let's do that. Let's see what's the difference. So, mean you add the infinite, I will add the picture names in the array. So assets.
Oh, adding the infinite. That's
That's
it.
the beauty of pair programming,
Oh
right?
no. Yes. Actually, this is a false information because this is a plan for the future. I guess it's not released yet for the infinite scrolling. So
Ah,
ignore everything I
see.
just said about infinite
Okay.
scrolling.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes, that's still
Um,
not released. It's a sneak peek for the future.
okay. So actually, I need to also rename this to image something like. Okay. So now we have a list which has. I can also. We have a list of images. It's similar to list views, as you said, and then so returning that, and then that's going to create hopefully my gallery,
Yes.
right? So the only
There.
thing I need to maybe hot restart because I changed a bunch of things here. So now I don't have. Yeah,
I
I
guess
I have it. Here you
it's to
go.
the other side. Yes,
There
you
is.
can
A,
specify starting index
yeah, there is. Yeah,
and
can we? Yeah, let me. Can I change
can
the
we?
background of this black like to white or something?
Yes, this is easily made by wrapping it on a colored box or wrapping the gallery on a colored box on a container or anything that you can specify color with.
Aha. Okay.
It's still Flutter
Okay,
composability.
I was thinking like maybe there is like another parameter like photo view here, like I don't know background or something, which is actually there is.
Oh yeah, but this is for each page basically. So it will change the black thing
Yeah, yeah.
for the amber thing, but the effect of the
Ah, oh, I
bouncing
see, I
effect would
see.
still be white because
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
background of the screen is white.
Okay, cool. So so here in this loader, do I still have that loading option and those loading builder and things like that?
Yes, some of them are directly under the photo view gallery thing.
Uh
So
huh.
just like the background just said, it's on the gallery. So these are options that are meant for all pages, but there are options meant for each page, basically, that are under page view gallery options
I see.
that brings some of the options that we have in the photo view constructor,
But
basically.
but
And
can we look at this widget right now? It has a bunch of stuff that is similar to photo view apparently, which is good.
yes, yes,
What is this hero attributes? Actually, it caught my eye again, and I didn't understand what is it.
it's the possibility to add heroes to photo
Can
view,
we
basically. So if you are coming
just
from another
add
screen,
and see how it works? Like it's when we have a
yeah,
hero.
it, it won't work immediately right now because we have we don't have navigation yet in our case, in our use case, basically.
I
But
see.
if you were on a previous screen and you click an image and specify this is a hero, it will open on a hero effect in the
I see. I see.
in PhotoView,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. That's cool.
So this would require, yes, and the hero attributes is a set of attributes that you
I
normally
see.
pass to a hero widget that's internal to PhotoView.
Okay. So do I
Basically.
have this? Yeah, I do have this pinch and things here as well. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
And if you zoom the image, if you double click an image and try to swap to change to a different image, you will only be able to swap when you reach the corner of
Aha. Yeah,
the
I see that actually. When I it actually. Okay. Cool.
this was really tricky to do, but it's there.
That's cool. Actually, very nice. Um. All
Yes.
right. What else? So actually, I have one question. Is that usually, galleries comes with some kind of like indicators in the button, like it shows how many pictures, and maybe sometimes thumbnail and back and
Yes.
forward and things like that. Is this something that you already implemented, or something like maybe if you haven't implemented, it's in your on your to do list to do, or do you have a plan to do that at all, or how does that work?
Yes, the idea is to have the less responsibilities possible on the gallery.
I
So
see.
I want the user to be able to customize everything in every way.
Yeah,
So when you talk about these kind of features on a gallery app, it's something that can change a lot by use case to
absolutely,
use case. And
definitely.
I don't want someone that has a design for a gallery app that has something in mind that's probably different from something I thought to reach to this package and say I'm not able to use it because my implementation of this
Okay,
feature and this feature is totally different. So we have ways to access the stage with the controllers. Actually, in the photo view gallery, we have another controller, which is the page view controller, where you can access which image, which index of the gallery you is active right now and stuff like that. And from this, the user can build any of these features you just said.
okay. So you mean that I have? Okay, I see. I have two properties, like page controller. Let's actually talk about it, and then
Yes,
also I see another thing on page changed, which I assume it's gonna accept like a callback or something, right? Does it?
yes, exactly that.
Let's
And
actually.
this is the same you'll get from using page view,
Uh huh.
Flutter's page view, basically. So it's nothing new.
So it's a
It's from the
callback
framework.
here, and that callback has an index. Okay,
Yes,
so it's gonna be
yes,
like an
basically.
index here, and basically, well, I can print index, and I know that which page is that. So, okay, let me actually now rephrase my question. So by having
Okay.
only this one, what I can do is that probably I can go ahead and here, like in my column, create three dots right below, let's say my
Hmm.
photo gallery. And what I can
Yes,
do on the callback here when it's changing, like I can know here
yes,
I know the index of the image. I can change the color of those buttons based on the index, and I mean I can set the state.
yes,
Definitely, that's
yes,
what you mean when you say responsibility on the customer, or let's say on us as a developer. And what does this page
yes,
controller supposed to do? Can I also get like this index change and the number of let's
yes.
say photos and stuff like that from the controller itself?
Yes, actually, page controller is a value notifier, so it will
Oh, okay.
notify the listeners every time the change the page changes,
Oh,
basically.
okay. 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 That's cool. Okay.
So it's different. It's yet a different way to control everything.
Okay, perfect. So now we have actually two, let's say, two handy helper here. One of these is this on-page change to set a state and do something out of this gallery.
Absolutely.
And then another one is
Yes.
page controller, which probably gives you more control over what you can do. And as you said, it's a value notifier. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Something very common that we have on gallery apps is the HUD, which is a set of widgets that are shown in front of the image that shows
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
useful information like file name and stuff like that. And what users want most is the ability to fade out these widgets once the user pinch-ins and zoom-ins,
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So
Sure.
if the user is zooming in, it hides everything that's in front of the image, basically. And when the user goes back to the original size of the image, it shows back. So this is also possible to do with PhotoView. If you listen for a PhotoView controller and you listen for the scale factor,
I
if the scale
see.
factor is different than 1, you can fade out the image. If the scale factor is 1, it goes back to show the switches. There's so many possibilities.
Absolutely.
That's really great.
Cool. Cool. Well, for the last part of this show, if you wanna
Ooh.
if you wanna tell us what is the most favorite feature that you have implemented and you are very proud of that, and actually it's also released, not something that you will release later.
Okay, yes, I deserve that. So it's I would say is the max and minimal. It's a pretty dumb thing saying, but it was really cool to do. It's the max and minimal scales. Max means scale stage or something like that,
Uh-huh.
because it enables the user to have different kind of numbers, but not just absolute numbers.
Okay.
So I guess you can do this on, yeah, you can do on PhotoView, or you can do on the PhotoView page options.
I'm gonna actually
So
quickly
it's
do that while
basically,
you're speaking.
yes. So it's basically the possibility to customize the double tap cycle that we have, basically. So
Yeah.
here on this demonstration that we have, ooh, it's breaking. Yeah, here in this demonstration that we cannot pinching because it's obviously a simulator. But
Yeah.
another gesture that most galleries have is a double tapping a widget, an image, and the image goes full screen and goes original size and then goes really big. So you can customize that entirely. You can customize the cycle, and you can also customize
Okay.
which of these options it will have. So max scale, you can put like 4.0, for example. So the pinch will be limited to that. And the min scale, you can put, I don't know, half of the image or something like that, or even
Okay.
bigger or than the original image size. So this is a relative to the size of the image. But if you look into the type of max scale, min scale, you will see it's basically a little
Dynamic.
bit different than the thing. Yes, it's dynamic
Yeah.
because you can also pass different things, and this thing is the computed scale. So 0.5, 2.0, 4.5, this is related to the image size. You can put this related to the container size, basically.
I see.
So if you use a photo view computed style dot contained, for example, so can you in max scale or min scale or any of them, you can substitute this for photo view computed scale.
Here you go.
Yeah, so there are a couple of options. This is just like a num.
I say,
It doesn't have a public constructor.
Okay.
Yes, so you can have like contained, and the minimum, the max size it will have is the size that this image is touching the border of the container from
I see.
inside,
I
basically.
see.
So it's just like box feet contain,
Okay. That's
basically.
cool. That's cool. But one
Yes,
thing I noticed here, I just want to ask right now. I'm
yes,
not sure it's a bug or it's a problem. We actually wrapped our application with safe area right now, and then we're gonna have a
yes,
column. And now I have two photo gallery on photo view. This one is
yes.
much more zoomed. Is it because of min scale? Because I put it half, or
Uh,
why it's so big? First of
yes,
all,
if the image is image provider, such image is 0. Yeah, let's change that. I
maybe
don't
I
know the
can
original size of
actually
the image.
maybe quickly restart also because I also changed. Okay,
Yes,
but this picture is quite big. First of all, I'm
yes,
not sure why
I
it's suddenly quite big. But
yes,
if you
yes,
notice, there is a problem here. Here, you look at this
yeah.
button. So
That's
I
interesting.
was actually expecting to see the container size half of the column because the other one is also half. But it seems now the picture is
Yes,
overloading the container.
yes. So if you combine this with a clip rect around a photo view, you will clip the image to not overflow the widgets itself.
Yeah,
I didn't add a clip rect internally just to have this idea of customization and the idea of availability of combining this with other Flutter factors.
yeah,
So basically, we have that now occupying the proper space,
yeah.
basically.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So
I'm gonna
let's
actually remove.
imagine.
Yeah, so seems like the max scale covered. It's
Yes.
making this picture big. Is that the reason, or contain maybe the same?
Yes. It's a good practice to, if you're using PhotoView computed scale, you should use in max scale and min scale both, because you have a validation between
Aha.
the min being bigger than the max.
Ah.
But the
Okay.
thing is, you can multiply this amount for a number. So let's see if the means we can put no, this will break. This will break definitely
Like
because
this
covered
one.
is always bigger than contained.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this will break because covered is always bigger than contained, because covered is covering the entire space available.
Okay.
And yes, that's it. And you can make mean scale to be half of the contained size. So you can multiply contained by
By like,
zero 0.5.
yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Oh, multiply, not dividing.
Oh,
This
sorry.
is
Let's just
double
make
than
it.
contained.
Okay. Well, I can maybe do that the same with the max scale, right? So I can maybe say two, or is that possible?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well,
So
good.
yes, that's it. You can do that as well. So it's a relative kind of size.
Cool.
This is relative to the size of the container. Yeah,
Hanan,
and there's
this,
also the
yeah,
double tap scale. That's a little.
I
It's
think,
another mile ahead, but yeah.
okay. So, now I know why this package is quite popular. It's pretty amazing job that you've done. And thanks for the contribution and what you have made for the Flutter community. I want to
It's my pleasure.
once more thank you for accepting my invitation, joining me for this pair programming. Actually, I learned a lot today. Thank you very much. I want to take a moment and review your repository, because I think this is a good time to say everyone how they can contribute to this package. So
Yes, yes. There's
let's take a moment. So go
there.
back to the package. So if someone wants to contribute, can you guide us like what they can do? Here is the repo.
Yes. So we have some issues regarding things from Flutter, basically. This gesture detector and stuff like that. So this would require a major refactor inside of the package that I guess an external, someone that's really new to the code base would not be the ideal thing. But we have several thousands of way that we can customize a widget like this one. So if you have an idea, of something that should be added to the package that could improve the usage for most users, I would say go for it and try to do it, basically.
Good. Thank you very much. So then here is the repo. I put the link in the show note and also the comment. So you can also go to the repo, open it up. There is a contributing file, so you can read upon it, send a PR, fix some issues, open an issue. I think Henan and the team will be quite happy to see what you can do with this package. And with that said,
Yeah.
Henan,
So yeah.
really appreciate once more. Thanks to you. Kudos to the team, to the Blue Fire team, and everyone who is making these amazing packages for the Flutter community. Um, Please promise me to come back once more and maybe do another pair programming. I really enjoyed today's pair programming with you. And please keep us posted regarding the new features in the photo view. And people will follow you probably on Twitter. I will put the link in the comment and also later, maybe here. And they can follow you and get the latest updates regarding these packages who you are making. which you are making. And so, okay. Anything else that you want to share with us?
It was a pleasure, absolutely thrilling pleasure to be here
Thank you.
and talking about PhotoView. I don't get to talk a lot about PhotoView. I don't know why. It's like Flame. It's more like the thing that everyone want to knows about. But it's good to know that this is out there and helping people.
Absolutely.
And thanks a lot for having me. I'm absolutely, it's an absolutely fantastic experience.
Thank you very much. Then have a lovely day and see you next time in the show.